as you can see, this week generally has been quite slow for the dollar and for major dollar pairs. And why is that? Because we have news coming out this week. I think we have inflation data coming up, and then even I think producer index is coming up. I'm not quite sure. I would confirm it, and tomorrow I would let you guys know. But keep in mind that we have news coming out on the dollar this week, and hence why we have this sideways movement in total. But what can we see? As you can see, guys, the internal 4-hour structure of the dollar remains bullish. With bulls rather in control. We came into this low, took out this liquidity low also, and now for us to look. For now, I'm still interested in further longs, at least up until this liquidity high here, as we've been discussing. So for that to happen, what do we need to see, guys? We need to see a change of character, which is a break above this high, and then from there we can start to look for those scaling longs, and at least if it matches your, how would I say, your risk to reward, you can look for those longs. But for me personally, I'm more interested in those shorts, as I'm not interested in any retracement trade as of yet. So I'm still interested in those longs. I would be fully scaling into longs if we break above this 3 monthly open, like this quarterly open right here, which is also the 3 monthly open, which is our swing high that started this downward momentum. So that would be change of like external structure, right? So we have the internal structure to be bullish. So above here, you could start looking for longs if you would like to this target at least, and then let's see what happens from there. Um, with the dollar index, guys, we spoke about this high. We came into here, we took the liquidity, and now we've just been stalling and stalling. Perhaps we start to see some lower prices on this thing. Maybe we start to break below these lows, right? This right here, fractal low, fractal high. Maybe we start to break below these lows, and then from there we could start to scale into some Euro USD longs and dollar short positions, as we still have this equal lows left behind. Perhaps this area of liquidity, we're right here in this nice area of demand. So let's keep an eye out for what the dollar wants to do. And if we start pushing up from here and just slowly going, what can we say? Above this area, I would not be looking for any dollar shorts. I would be looking to scale into those dollar longs. As you know, we're still in the impulsive phase in the dollar, right? We're still in that impulsive phase, right? You can see this. We're still in our impulsive phase in the dollar, right? So, and this is, I'm sorry, now this is retracement, and now we're just waiting for another impulse to start again, right? And that's the plan. So for me, we it might be enough. This area might be enough to push the market higher, or maybe we this liquidity that we're building here, we come grab it, and then we see that change of character, and then we can start scaling into those dollar longs. With GU, guys, what can I say, guys? This pair is choppy. It's not even ranging, it's choppy, right? No movement. So please and please stay away from this for now, right? I want higher prices as we've discussed, but stay away from this for the time being. Okay, so with NU, guys, we wanted higher prices, and from yesterday we started to see this lows get taken out, and perhaps we could start to sell from there. Because okay, look to our left, we grabbed liquidity here and then we pushed up. Now we've broken this demand level, so demand is no longer in control. Now we have supplies stepping into the market and pushing down market lower, right? So from here we have the supply market came, pushed down, came into it, and then pushed down again. Now created this other supply, came into it, grabbed to the weekly open, grabbed liquidity, and then we started to push down from there. So that could just mean that we're pushing into this yearly opens, which would be quite nice. Maybe from there we can see some bullish momentum step into the market, and that would be quite nice to see. I would have liked higher prices on NU. That would have given me more confidence to sell, but I'm not really confident in selling at this level. Why? Because we've had a break of structure and we're trading below the break of structure line. So whatever short you're taking at this point is more risky. Keep that in mind, guys. Why? We want to be taking shots from here and not from here. Okay, we want to be taking it from here before this break of structure line. We want to be taking it from here and not from here. Okay. Similar story with AU, guys. I really like, if you look at this on the higher time frame, guys. I really just, guys, come on. This is just sideways movement, right? This is just sideways movement. Yes, swing wise we're still bullish, but this is just sideways movement. And I would be interested in some longs only after we've taken out these lows. If we've taken out these lows perhaps, and then we see a change of character, then we can look for those longs, as this is just a ranging market for me. So that's my focus for AU. My focus is longs, but I would like this low to be taken, and then we can start to look for those longs. With USD CHF, guys, as we discussed, similar. Right? Let me clear this so it can be a bit clearer. Guys, we know, right? We've been discussing this. We're in a downtrend with USD CHF. Even the blind can see, right, that we're selling, right? And now what's happening, right? As we're in the downtrend, you can also see that we're moving sideways, guys. You can see that we're moving sideways in between these boxes, right? We've been moving sideways since July, right? Since the summer, we've been moving sideways. So it's similar for me also. I want, okay, now we've grabbed liquidity beneath these lows. We've pushed up, and perhaps if we get a retracement of this 3 monthly open, of the quarterly open rather, and then from there we could start to push up from there, right? So that would be the ideal setup. As, okay, we've come here, yes, we're bearish. I would have preferred to sell rather than buy, but it's just understanding the nature of the markets, right? For me, it's ranging at the moment, and we've grabbed this liquidity beneath these lows, right? We've grabbed this liquidity beneath these lows. Now we're just pushing up and up and up. So we've broken fractal structure. All you just want is perhaps we get a retracement of this quarterly open, and then from there, you look for those longs. Maybe to target here, target all of these liquidity highs. Because for me right now, the strength of the Swiss franc is quietly weakening, and that's because a lot of investors are bargaining on that strength. So which could show that the Swiss bank might just pull the rug on, pull the rug on niggas, right? I mean, yeah, definitely. So you just want a retracement, and then you can just wait for that push up. With gold, guys, if you, from yesterday, I spoke about this. I said I was waiting for a fractal structure break, and we got our fractal structure break right here, and that means I'm in a position in gold from here, and my stop loss beneath the monthly open. You could have been a bit more conservative, put your stop loss here, but I like my stop loss right here. At the peak, I think we're at 1%, right? I think my stop loss around here. I have a 0.75% at its peak. So to target around here. So let's see 1, 2, 3 if we can get it, or we could even start a new impulsive phase. So I'm keeping an eye out for that. And if you're in this with me, let's see. Hopefully we get that TP. On USD CAD, guys, USD CAD pushed into this low, took out this liquidity. I am looking for scaling in options. Maybe we get one more swipe of these lows, right? Perhaps something like this, and maybe the dollar will start to show, oh, I'm ready to push up from there. So that would be quite nice to see, as I'm waiting for what we're still very bullish, and I'm waiting for this retracement phase to be over so we can go into the new and improved impulsive phase. Okay, so let's keep an eye out for that, and let's see what happens from this low, or maybe this low also. So we have so many lows that we can wait for price to come into, but let's see what happens from here. If we start to get those bullish momentum, that would be nice. For USD JPY, guys, what can I say? This, yes, you want to be in longs, but you also want to be careful, because yes, we're bullish and that's all we want, but also you can see, okay, we've taken out this liquidity, right? And market has started to move a bit slower. right? So market decided to move slower with broken liquidities. So for me, it's all about okay, and you can see like if you look behind us, right? Look at the swings, massive swing, right? Boom, massive, right? Massive swing, massive retracement, massive swing again, right? Massive swing again. So and now you can see we're slowing down. We're slowing down. We're starting to move a bit, not as bullish as before, right? A bit sideways, right? You can see this. We're starting to move a bit sideways, right? So you want to be careful if you're taking those longs. I will still target that yearly open, right? We want to be careful if you're taking in those longs. So how would we be looking taking those longs? Okay, we've had liquidity sweep of this low, and this now is our demand zone, right? This now is our demand zone. So we have liquidity here at this weekly open. We have liquidity here. So waiting for a push into this area, then from there you could start to you wait for that change of character and then you start to scale into those longs. Okay. And for US oil, finally, guys, so we've come here, we've grabbed liquidity. This has been sideways. Honestly, this has been sideways, and for real, I would just likely not be too interested in this, because in as much as I want to sell it, and I'm happy with sales on this thing because the trend is obviously and clearly down, it is also been choppy right since last month, right since the end of last month, for about 2 weeks now. So maybe we get a swipe of this high and then liquidity comes back into the market, or maybe the 3 monthly open, and then we can have liquidity coming back into the market, and from there we can get those push up, right? That push up. Okay. And then if you're here till now, thank you for your time. Let's see our nugget from Monday, if it's still, so you can see Euro NZD that we spoke about from Monday hasn't is still moving sideways. We want lower prices on this thing, so we can look for sells from for buys rather. Please don't look for sells. We can look for buys from here, maybe from this sweeping this ascending lows, and then we just take it out and then move from there. And also US 30. I sincerely hope no one took a loss on this. We spoke about this, I think, yesterday, which I said, okay, we've taken out this liquidity, we've approached the 3 monthly open. All we just need is bullish momentum to come into the market in the form of a change of character. That never happened, and a position was never taken. And now we're just moving downward and downward. We have these lows that you could come and grab. So for me, we just watch and see how the market wants to unfold. Okay. I wish you guys a wonderful week. Take care. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe. Protect your capital.